At its core, judicial review entails the authority of court to assess the constitutionality of law, executive actions, and governmental decisions. This power enables court to determine whether legislative enactments or executive actions comply with constitutional provisions and adhere to principles of legality, fairness, and justice. By holding public authorities accountable to constitutional norms, judicial review serves as a bulwark against arbitrary exercises of power and ensure adherence to the principle of constitutionalism. If we go back to the historical evolution of judicial review, the origin of judicial review can be traced back to landmark judicial pronouncement and historical events that shaped the development of constitutional governance. In United States, the seminal case of Marbury versus Madison 1803 establishes the principle of judicial review, affirming the authority of the judiciary to invalidate laws inconsistent with the Constitution. Similarly, in other jurisdictions such as India, the United Kingdom, and Canada, judicial review has evolved through constitutional adjudication, statutory interpretation, and legal precedent, reflecting the evolution relationship between the judiciary, legislature, and executive. Scope and mechanism of judicial review encompasses various forms and mechanism, including constitutional review, statutory interpretation, and administrative review. Constitutional review involves the assessing the compatibility of law and government actions with constitutional provisions, while statutory interpretation entails interpreting legislative enactment in light of constitutional principles. Administrative review involves scrutinizing the legality and procedural fairness of administrative decisions, ensuring adherence to principle of natural justice and procedural due process. If we talk about the role in protecting rights, the one of the most primary function of judicial review is to protect individual rights and liberties against governmental encroachments. Court plays a crucial role in safeguarding fundamental rights such as freedom of speech, religion, and association by striking down law and policies that infringe upon constitutional guarantees. Though judicial review courts act as guardian of the constitution, shielding citizens from arbitrary state actions and ensuring the privacy of human rights in governance. If we promote the rule of law, the judicial review reinforce the rule of law by holding public authorities accountable to legal norms and constitutional principles. By subjective governmental actions to legal scrutiny, court upholds the principle that all individuals and institutions are bound by the law, including the government, which is the legislation. The foster transparency, predictability, and accountability in governance enhance public trust in the legal system and promoting adherence to the principle of legality and due process. However, there are also limitations and challenges in this phase. While judicial review is a visual safeguard against abuse of power, it is not without its limitation and challenges. Judicial activism, judicial restraint, and principle of differences to legislate and executive discretion often pose dilemmas that court in striking a balance between protecting individual rights and respecting democratic decision making. Moreover, concerns about judicial overreach, judicial independence, and judicial legitimacy necessary careful consideration of the judicial role in democratic governance. At last, judicial review stands as a bulwark of the constitutional democracy, ensuring the governmental actions adhere to constitutional norms, upholding individual rights, and promoting the rule of law. By subjective law and policies to legal scrutiny, court plays a pivotal role in safeguarding the fundamental rights of justice, equality, and human dignity. As guardian of the Constitution, court must exercise their authority judicially, mindful of the delicate balance between upholding constitutional values and respecting democratic processes. Though vigilant oversight and impartial adjudication, judicial review continues to serve as a cornerstone of accountable governance and a beacon of justice in societies governed by rule of law. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. And this was Garvit Bansal signing off.